David Lynch, the American filmmaker, writer, and artist who scored Best Director Oscar nominations for Blue Velvet, The Elephant Man, and Mulholland Drive and co-created the groundbreaking TV series Twin Peaks, has died at age 78, his family said on Thursday. It is with deep regret that we, his family, announce the passing of the man and the artist David Lynch, a statement on Lynch's Facebook page said. There's a big hole in the world now that he's no longer with us. But, as he would say, keep your eye on the donut and not on the hole. With his visually stunning, disturbing, and inscrutable works filled with dream sequences and bizarre images, Lynch was considered a master of surrealism and one of the most innovative filmmakers of his generation. He received an honorary Academy Award in 2019 for his lifetime achievements. The enigmatic artist and devotee of transcendental meditation preferred not to explain his complex, bewildering films, which included Wild at Heart, the 1990 Palme d'Or winner of the Cannes Film Festival, the 1977 horror film Eraserhead, and the 1997 mystery Lost Highway. A film or a painting, each thing is its own sort of language, and it's not right to try to say the same thing in words. The words are not there, he told The Guardian newspaper in a 2018 interview. His style of filmmaking prompted the term Lynchian, which Vanity Fair magazine described as weird, creepy, and slow. In his films, Lynch inserted the macabre and disturbing into the ordinary and mundane and heightened the impact with music. Lynch said that he was not only interested in the story but also the mood of a film, set by the visual elements and sound working together. His eye for the absurd detail that thrusts a scene into shocking relief and his taste in risky, often grotesque material has made him perhaps Hollywood's most revered eccentric, sort of a psychopathic Norman Rockwell, the New York Times said in 1990. Lynch, a former Eagle Scout who was once described by producer Mel Brooks as Jimmy Stewart from Mars, grew up to be a counterculture icon, but his roots were firmly planted in small-town, wholesome America. David Keith Lynch was born on January 20, 1946, in Missoula, Montana, the eldest of 3 children. His father worked for the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and the family moved frequently. Lynch once described his childhood as a very beautiful, sort of perfect world. But as an art student at the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts in the 1960s, he encountered the seedier side of America while living in a crime-ridden, run-down area of Philadelphia with his wife and baby daughter. He described the city as the biggest influence in his life. The experience inspired Eraserhead, his unsettling, hallucinatory debut feature that became a cult hit in midnight cinemas. After seeing the film, Brooks, the producer of The Elephant Man, hired Lynch to direct it. The Elephant Man, about a severely deformed man in Victorian London, was nominated for 8 Academy Awards in 1981. Although it failed to win an Oscar, it launched Lynch into the mainstream. But his next film, the 1984 science fiction epic Dune, bombed at the box office. 2 years later, Lynch was back on top with Blue Velvet, which delved into the mysterious underworld in a small North Carolina town. Some critics considered it his masterpiece and the best film of the decade. Blue Velvet represents something that has never been seen before and in all likelihood will never be seen again, an underground movie made with Hollywood means and Hollywood skill. It's midnight mainstream, Dave Kerr of the Chicago Tribune wrote in his 1986 review. Lynch switched to the small screen in 1990 when he created the mystery crime series Twin Peaks with Mark Frost for ABC. The Emmy-winning series became a cultural phenomenon and was revived in 2017. Mulholland Drive, Lynch's 2001 Hollywood mystery, began as a TV pilot but was dropped by the network and eventually made it to the big screen. It was named the best film of the 21st century so far in a 2016 BBC poll of 177 critics worldwide. In his later years, Lynch, a true Renaissance man, devoted himself to making documentaries, short films, painting, and a YouTube channel. He released albums, music videos, soundtracks, and books, including his 2018 memoir Room to Dream. The acclaimed director was married 4 times and fathered 4 children. I love what I do and I get to work on stuff I want to work on. I wish everybody had that opportunity, he told Vulture. Calm in a 2018 interview. The legacy of David Lynch is one of intrigue, creativity, and boundless imagination. As an artist who thrived on pushing boundaries, he left an indelible mark not only on the world of film but on the arts as a whole. Lynch's commitment to his vision was unmatched. He turned the surreal into a canvas where the impossible met reality, forcing audiences to question their understanding of normalcy. From his early experiments in film to his mature works that garnered international acclaim, Lynch's journey was an odyssey of relentless curiosity and daring exploration. For those who delved into his worlds, there was an unspoken agreement to suspend disbelief and embrace the unexpected. Lynch's influence extended beyond his direct creations. As a mentor and collaborator, he inspired a new generation of filmmakers who sought to marry storytelling with visual poetry. His contributions to television were no less groundbreaking. Twin Peaks was not just a series, it was a movement that redefined the scope and possibilities of serialized storytelling. Its unique blend of mystery, humor, and surrealism made it a cult classic, while its revival decades later reaffirmed its place in television history. Even as Lynch's focus shifted in his later years, his passion for artistic expression remained undiminished. He saw the world through a lens uniquely his own, capturing moments of beauty, horror, and everything in between. Those who worked with Lynch often spoke of his meticulous attention to detail and his insistence on authenticity. He was not just a director but a painter, sculptor, and composer, bringing a multidimensional approach to his projects. Lynch's work often blurred the lines between genres, resisting categorization and defying expectations. His soundtracks, often collaborations with composer Angelo Badalamenti, added an auditory dimension that was integral to his storytelling. Music in Lynch's films was not just background noise but a character in its own right, setting the tone and deepening the emotional impact of the scenes. From the haunting theme of Twin Peaks to the evocative scores of Mulholland Drive, music was a vital component of Lynch's artistic arsenal. Despite his accolades and successes, Lynch remained humble, often crediting his collaborators and the mysteries of inspiration for his achievements. He was a firm believer in the power of intuition and the importance of following one's instincts. His practice of transcendental meditation was a cornerstone of his creative process, providing him with clarity and focus amidst the chaos of artistic endeavor. Lynch's dedication to his craft was evident in every project he undertook, whether it was a feature film, a short story, or a painting. His versatility as an artist was matched only by his willingness to take risks, to venture into uncharted territories where others might fear to tread. David Lynch's passing marks the end of an era, but his influence will undoubtedly endure. His works will continue to inspire, challenge, and captivate audiences for generations to come. For those who knew him, Lynch was more than an artist. He was a visionary who saw the world not as it was but as it could be. His legacy is a testament to the power of imagination and the enduring impact of art that dares to be different. As we bid farewell to this iconic figure, we are reminded of his own words, "Keep your eye on the donut and not on the hole." In the absence of David Lynch, the world feels a little less strange, a little less mysterious, and a little less Lynchian.